Good evening and welcome once again to the greatest learning platform where you get the greatest learning experience from any of the educator and whichever course you want to opt for. So here you are at Unacademy Plus platform. Now, what is Plus subscription or what is Unacademy platform? So this is a platform where you get to learn and to practice and to also have as many courses covered up, whichever you want to or whichever exam or competitive exam you are appearing for. So there are lot of courses on Academy Plus, and that too taken up by the best and the topmost educators of the country. Friends, I am Sumati Sharma and I welcome I welcome all of you on this learning platform, Unacademy Plus. I'm a postgraduate in the art stream and I am a teacher and I have got an experience of working as principal and vice principal from past 15 years. I have been into this education sector from past 20 years and I have also taught students from grade 9th to 12th subjects like social studies and English. I have also taught CAT aspirants and students pursuing for other management courses and other management entrance exams such as MAT, MBA, BBA, BCA, GLAT, BPO, etc. I am a self-motivator and I love adventure sports. I also love to take up challenges in life. So that is a little introduction about me, and let's move ahead now with the features. What is an Academy Plus and why it is so talked about? So you have the daily live classes held here. The classes are conducted here from your topmost and the best educators, and while the classes are going on, you can solve your problem, your queries, you can get engaged with the educator, and your problems will be resolved there and then. You get to also participate in live tests and quizzes, which gives you a detailed analysis of your performance, and the regular mock tests and quizzes which keep you abreast and keep you on track about your performance. You also get a structured course, that means a personalized course from your educator, and it helps you to prepare you for your oncoming exam, CAT exam, in the best possible way. The educators here hold your hand and they assist you and guide you with your problems and where you are going up and what needs to be done where you are not performing or you're just lagging behind. So the schedule, it is personalized with the help of the educator, and you get the timely reminders to attend the courses of your educators when they are live or whenever the sessions are coming up. So you get the timely reminders. There are sessions which are just not conducted only in English. They're not restrained till English or Hindi or mixed of both. But you can also opt for a session of the language of your choice. So there are about 12 more other languages in which the sessions are being taken here by our educators. The advantages of Unacademy goes endless. It is not to be missed out that while the session is going on, you get an opportunity if you have a problem to solve the problem, and you are taken care of just the way it should be. You get to also be on the live polls. You answer on the live polls and you can make a mark on the leaderboard. So as I said, the live tests and quizzes like the mock tests, the practice session, the other tests which are based on the exam pattern, it helps you to make out and to measure your progress, and it helps you to analyze and to visualize your performance where you are standing. The Unacademy also gives you the advantage of providing you a detailed report and a detailed analysis of your topic-wise scores, the time you spend on each and every question, and along with the competitive stats. Now, the learning material, if you talk about it, so you have the hands on the quality content material here on Unacademy Plus. So, my friends, what are we waiting for? If you are looking for a 12-month course, then the 12-month charges are 17,500, but you can avail 10% discount on this 17,500, and you will just have to pay 15,750, but only if you will use my referral code, which is SUMATI. But if you're looking for a 24 months course, which is 2 years course, and if you want to again avail this 10% discount on 21,000, then use my referral code SUMATI Sumati, and you will just be paying 18,900. So don't lose this opportunity. Just grab it and go for it, guys. All right. So the topic for today is going to be very interesting. It is about cause connectors, cause and effect, but we call them cause connectors, and problem verbs. So problem verbs तो हमें समझ में आ रहा है, कुछ ऐसे verbs होते हैं ग्रामर में जो हमें कंफ्यूज करते हैं कि कौन सा ये प्रॉपर वर्ड कहाँ किस तरह से यूज होएगा, किस तरह से पास्ट पार्टिसिपल में यूज होएगा या पास्ट टेंस में यूज होएगा. So there are few problem verbs and we are going to see and have a look at few of them in this session. Cause connectors. Connectors is very simple. Connectors समझ में आता है हम सबको. Connectors are linking words. They are joining words. But cause connectors. तो cause connectors का CAT exam, CAT grammar से क्या लेना देना? Well, of course, my friends, it really helps you. This cause connectors is where your VARC it comes to play that major role. Especially questions like parajumble, then sentence completion, sentence correction, even your fill-ups. You get the vocabulary a lot in the fill-ups, but then the cause connectors are also to be taken care of. Then the questions like odd one out. So what I'm trying to say here is the cause connectors also play a major role in your verbal ability questions and verbal reasoning questions. So let's get into the depth of this. What are cause connectors? Let's see what are they and how do they work. So connectors of cause and effect. Cause कोई चीज होना और उसका इफेक्ट, उसका आउटकम, उसका रिजल्ट, उसके कॉन्सिक्वेंसेस. तो कौन से ऐसे कनेक्टर्स हैं जो कॉज एंड इफेक्ट के बारे में बताते हैं? कौन सा प्रॉपर कनेक्टर, कॉज अगर हमें सेंटेंस में दिखाई दे रहा है तो हमें उसके साथ कौन सा कनेक्टर एज इफेक्ट शो करना चाहिए या सेंटेंस में होना चाहिए. So that is very, very important, my friends. Now let's see. Connectors are words or group of words that help us connect words, phrases, or sentences. Linking words, joining words, right? Cause and effect is a relationship between events or things. In the sentence, what event is happening? There is something which is happening in the sentence, and what is going to be the result? What is going to be the outcome? What is going to be the effect of that happening? So, where one is the result of the others. In English, we use several different words to show cause and effect. Examples are for, because, as, since, therefore, hence, as a result, consequently, due to, because of, as a result of, and there are more connectors stating the cause and effect in your sentences, in your English. Now look at few examples that I have put here in front of you for you. He must be asleep for there is no light in his room. So उसके रूम में लाइट नहीं होगी, so he came here and he is sleeping here. I decided to call it a day for I was feeling tired. So I decided that I am going to stop my work today. I will go back home for I was feeling tired because ये result है, ये effect है. Because I was feeling tired. So I called it a day. I helped him because I liked him. Effect क्या है? I liked him. Cause क्या था? I helped him. So I helped him. Sorry, let's take it the other way. I helped him because I liked him. So cause क्या था? I liked him. Effect, that is why I helped him. But आप sentences की formation देखिए. It is not necessary that cause से ही sentence start होएगा. That's not mandatory. The cause can come also later in the sentence. Effect can be shown before. This is your example. I liked him. That is the cause. Because, and so that is why I helped him. So I helped him because I liked him. Since he had not paid the rent, he was told to vacate the room. Now, this is the effect, the result. So since he had not paid the rent, that is the cause, so he was asked to vacate the room. As it is raining again, we will have to stay at home. Again, this is the result, the outcome, that we will have to stay at home. We cannot go out as it is raining. The rain is the cause here. Effect is that we have to stay at home. It was raining, so we stayed at home. Again, the cause is that it was raining. and the effect or the consequence was that we had to stay at home. So you see that how beautifully this grammar actually works in all in your sentences. And it is really amazing when you start knowing about the grammar, the usage of grammar, and you really enjoy doing it then. Now, cause and effect, linking words, again connectors. So there are three main types of linking words. Now, conjunctions we will do in my upcoming session, but conjunctions हम जानते हैं, they are linking words, joining words, and or because of that, right? So lot many जो sentences को लिंक, जो वर्ड्स को, जो sentences को join करते हैं, link करते हैं, phrases को link करते हैं, they are connectors or conjunction. Transitions are the words that come in the sentence with an effect. They change the meaning of the sentence. They are transition words. Prepositions that again we are going to do in my later upcoming sessions. Prepositions are those words which tell you about the state of noun or a pronoun. State. Where are the children playing? They are playing in the garden. So in, right? So the state of noun or pronoun. Okay, conjunctions. The most common conjunctions are because, as, since, and so. These are common conjunctions. Words of because, since, they introduce a cause. Because I could not go out because he was coming to my house. They're introducing a cause that he is coming, so I could not go out. Now, so introduces an effect. So I could not go out. That is the result. That is the effect. I stayed at my office because it was raining. So what is your raining? That is your cause. I stayed at my office that is your effect, right? This is the effect that I had to stay at my office because it was raining. The cause was the rain, so I had to stay at my office. Transitions. The most common transitions are therefore, consequently, and as a result. So in the sentence, they change the meaning of the sentence when they are used as linking words or transition words in the sentence. So be very, very careful, friends, when you are doing questions on para jumble and odd one out and your sentence correction and completion, even your para summary. So please be very careful. Look for such kind of connectors, linking words there. And if there is an error, you will be able to sort it out, resolve it there and then. So it was raining, therefore I stayed at my office. Now, that is not actually an effect here, but it's a linking. It is working as a linking word here. So words like therefore, consequently, and as a result. ये especially consequently जो word है, जो linking word है, ये spoken में कम use होता है, written में ज़्यादा use होता है. हम you would hardly find people, even with good speaking skills, even with good spoken English, they would hardly be using this linking word consequently. But in written English, it is very much used. It is quite common. So it was raining, therefore I stayed at my office. So therefore, prepositions, the most common prepositions are due to and because of. Due to and because of. I stayed at my office due to rain, because of rain. So you see how magic, what magic these linking words, cause and effect, these linking words they create in the sentence. And it is really very interesting to go through such rules and understand that what each one of them really mean here. Cause and effect. Now some sentences I have brought for you. Just see, ये because से बना हुआ sentence है. It usually follows the main clause. Because से पहले आपका main clause आता है, right? So it is followed. It is followed by a main clause. Example: everybody likes her. Main clause: because she's very kind and friendly. So main clause is everybody likes her, and because she's very kind and friendly is your, again, she's very adjectival, that is an adjectival clause added here. As and since are very similar. As and since दोनों time के reference में ज़्यादा use किए जाते हैं. As is less formal than since. As I was very tired, I went to bed early. As I was very tired. So, as is, it is quite informal. It is not generally, or a good speaking skills, you should try and avoid starting the sentence with as. Since you are not interested, I won't tell you about it. So since, you can see there is some kind of as and since can also be used as time connector. So when you have to denote, or when the sentence is talking about some time, some duration, some kind of frequency there, you can use as and since there. Or suggests that the reason is given as an afterthought. जो रीजन है सेंटेंस में उस पे कुछ ध्यान देने की ज्यादा जरूरत है, दैट इज मोर स्पेसिफिक, तब हम फॉर यूज करते हैं. फॉर क्लॉजेस नेवर कम एट द बिगनिंग ऑफ द सेंटेंस. We listened eagerly. Now we listened eagerly. For he brought the news of our families. Now this is something very important. That is why we listen to him very intently, very eagerly. He brought the news of our families. That is why we listen to him very carefully, very eagerly. Okay. Now because of, वहां हमने देखा था because, now here because of. They have had problems raising cash because of the credit crunch. Because they had a lot of interest on them, the credit crunch was so large that they were having problems in raising the cash. So they have had problems raising cash. They could not get enough money. They could not bring more profit, get more profit because of the credit crunch. So look here, not because, but because of the credit crunch. Due to, क्या linking word है? The game was cancelled owing to torrential rain. Now, owing to and due to, both they are used in a very common manner. Commonly, they are being used. So, the game was cancelled owing to torrential rain, and you can also write game was cancelled due to torrential rain. They both mean same. The cancellation of the game was due to torrential rain. Now, यहाँ आप owing to नहीं लगाएंगे. Cancellation of the game was owing to torrential rain is incorrect. But यहाँ आप game was cancelled owing to torrential rain. Owing to is interchangeable with because of. Yes, यहाँ आप due to भी लगा सकते हैं, and you can also use because of. The game was cancelled due to torrential rain. The game was cancelled because of the torrential rain. Right? On account of. The nurse had to keep the baby in another room on account of, which means because of. We use this word in the sentence, right? हम क्या करते हैं? हम because लगा देते हैं. And we just escape, right? But the correct linking word which should be used here in such sentences, the nurse had to keep. That means it was very much required. It was necessary to keep the baby away or in the other room on account of my illness. Thanks to is also a linking word which suggests that there is some cause for gratitude, for feeling, for being thankful. Gratitude means to feel thankful or to be thankful, though it can be used sarcastically also. So thanks to you, I got my car today, right? Or thanks to you, I also got a slice of pizza today. So thanks, ये sarcastically use किया जा रहा है. But she was given a scholarship thanks to her excellent grades. Here, it is not being used in a sarcastic manner, thanks to, but in a positive manner. So what the rule is trying to say, that thanks to, ज़्यादातर to comment or to pass remarks sarcastically तब use किया जाता है, but that is not always correct. It is not always true. Now, cause and effect हमने देखे, linking words. अब linking words जो result या consequence को बताते हैं, वो linking words, वो cause connectors हम देखते हैं. So we saw cause connectors of cause and effect, and now we are looking at cause connectors showing result or consequence. कौन से ऐसे linking words हैं? So thus is very, very formal. We don't generally use it in speaking or the spoken English. Example, he was the eldest son and thus heir to the title. Heir means one who is the successor to the title or the throne, right? So he was the eldest son. वो सबसे सारे बच्चों में सबसे बड़ा था, eldest son था, and thus, so result क्या है? Consequences क्या हुए? he becomes the successor to the title, or he is the heir to the title. Therefore is formal again, and it is used mainly in written English. Example, she is only 17 and therefore not legible to vote. So she is only 17. तो written English में and therefore spoken English में हम इसका ज्यादा यूज नहीं करते हैं. She is only 17 and therefore so result क्या है? She cannot vote. She is not eligible for voting. As a result, again a linking word which shows the result or a consequence. As a result and as a result of. There has been a rise in the number of accidents. As a result, the government has decided to lower the speed limit. So there are a lot of accidents happening. Now what happens? As a result of this, the government has taken up a step to lower the speed limit. As a result. Now as a result of, let us see ये क्यों कैसे different है as a result से. As a result of is followed by a noun, pronoun or a gerund. Now look at the way this sentence, ये जो sentence था, how we change. Can you rewrite the previous example using as a result of? Yes, you can. As a result of the rise in number of accidents, the government has decided to lower the speed limit. There, first, the cause was happening, that there were accidents happening, right? So, as a result, क्या रहा? Government has decided to lower the speed limit. यहाँ, as a result of the rise in number of accidents, the government has decided to lower the speed limit. Now again, few more linking words showing result or consequence. So is less formal. There was nothing on TV, so I decided to go to bed. This is very commonly used linking word. That's why cold temperatures kill mosquitoes. That's why you won't see them in winter. So cold temperatures kill mosquitoes. That's why. That is the reason that you don't see them or you don't find them in winters. For this reason, the colonel was confident that war was impending, and for this reason, he hurried his preparations to leave the country. When he saw that the war was unavoidable, it was impending, and for this reason he hurried himself and made preparations to leave the country. Consequently, it is used specially in written English. I told you that, friends. Consequently, we don't use it while we are speaking or in the spoken English, but mainly in written English. This poses a threat to the food chain and consequently to human health. So this is how we use these linking words or the connectors stating cause and effect, then result or consequence. Okay, so we have very interesting exercise here. Cause connectors, you have to use only because or because of. Let me see who's there taking up to write the answers in the chat box. I will wait for you and please write the first answer, the answer to the first sentence, whether because or because of. What will you use there? So please write in the chat box those who know the answer to the first one, and then we'll move ahead. We arrived late, dash the bad traffic. What is the correct answer? Come on. Come on, you can do it. Do it. Please write in the chat box. We arrived late, dash the bad traffic. So is no one there who's going to write the answer to the first one? Okay, we arrived late because of the bad traffic. I'll just change the ink since it is the red there. So let me take up the blue ink here. We arrived late because of the bad traffic. He could not play in the game dash his foot injury. Because or because of. He could not play in the game. Yes, because of his foot injury. She did not buy it. Dash the price was too high. So this is your cause and this is your effect. So she did not buy it because the price was too high. Dash, it is a national holiday. There will be no class tomorrow. So because, the reason, because it is a national holiday, we could not sleep last night, dash the noise next door. Because of the noise next door. Dash the storm warnings. We did not go out last night. So because of the storm warnings, we did not go out last night. They went to the beach, dash it is cooler there. Yes, because it is cooler there. She had to study dash her exam next week. Because या because of. Because of her exam next week. So you are not writing, you're not giving me any replies in the chat box. Come on. Have some, show some guts. Come on. Classes will be cancelled tomorrow. Dash a national holiday. So is someone writing there? Because of a national holiday. She was absent. Dash her cold was worse. She was absent because her cold was worse. John's family is very happy. Dash his being awarded a scholarship. Because of his being awarded a scholarship. She didn't buy it. Why? Because of the price. Because of the price. That was the reason. It was difficult to see the road clearly because it was raining. So we could not see the road very clearly because it was raining. Dash cheese is essentially a concentrated form of milk. It contains the same nutrients as milk. Because cheese is essentially a concentrated form of milk, it contains the same nutrients as milk. Okay, so we were late to the meeting because the traffic was heavy. Dash my parents' generosity, all of the children in our family have received the best of everything. So, because of my parents' generosity, Bill has to do all of the cooking and cleaning because of his wife's illness. Dash Dr. Robinson's excellent research on wolves. We know much more today about the endangered species than we did even 5 years ago. So he did some research, and because of his research on wolves, right? I couldn't get to sleep last night because it was noisy in the next apartment. I regret to say that I cannot be present at our daughter's wedding because the circumstances are beyond my control. Because they're not in my hand, not in my control. So I cannot be present. I will not be present at our daughter's wedding. Okay. Because and because of के बाद so that and such that. So combine the following sentences by using so that or such that. The tea is good. See the example. This tea is good. I think I'll have another cup. So this tea is so good that I think I'll have another cup. So you have to embed so that or such that in the sentence wherever they are fitting correctly. The car was expensive. We couldn't afford to buy it. The car was so expensive that we couldn't afford to buy it. It was an expensive car. We couldn't afford to buy it. It was. It was such an expensive car that we couldn't afford to buy it. I had to wear my wool coat. It was a cold day. I had to wear my wool coat. It was a cold day. It was such a cold day that I had to wear my wool coat. Come on, guys. Please reply. This is fun. This is actually so much fun. It was such a cold day. It was such a cold day that I had to wear my wool coat. The weather was hot. You could fry an egg on the sidewalk. The weather Okay, the weather was so hot that you could fry an egg on the sidewalk. I don't like going to class. We are having beautiful weather. We are having such a beautiful weather that I don't like going to the class. Grandpa held me tightly when he hugged me. I couldn't breathe for a moment. So grandpa held me so tightly when he hugged me that I couldn't breathe for a moment. I couldn't understand her. She talked too fast. She talked so fast that I couldn't understand her. The audience booed the actors. It was a bad performance. It was such a bad performance that the audience booed the actors. I've met too many people in the last few days. I can't possibly remember all of their names. I've met so many people in the last few days that I can't possibly remember all of their names. It took us only 10 minutes to get there. There was little traffic. There was so little traffic that it took us only 10 minutes to get there. There were few people at the meeting. It was cancelled. There were few people at the meeting, so it was cancelled. Fine. So there were not so few people, but such few people at the meeting that it was cancelled. The newspaper basket overflowed. Sally used too much paper when she was writing her report. So Sally used so much paper when she was writing her report that the newspaper basket overflowed. Okay, now from cause connectors, we come to the problem verbs. Problem verbs. बहुत तरह के words होते हैं इंग्लिश में, especially verbs जो बहुत confusing होते हैं. For example, lay, lie. तो ले और lie हमें बहुत कंफ्यूज करता है कि कहाँ ले क्या कब लगाएं और lie कब यूज होगा. Lie is also something which is untrue, right? झूठ, झूठ या untrue, that is a lie. Lay is कुछ कुछ बिछा हुआ या कुछ लगाया हुआ, that is lay या लेटा हुआ, उसे कहते हैं lay. I will lay down the table at 8 o'clock. Okay, so I will lay down the dinner at 8 o'clock. So here, lay down is setting, कुछ लगा के रखना, set करना in a horizontal, it is assumed to be in a horizontal position. तब हम ले यूज करते हैं। lie, lie हम तब यूज करते हैं, lie हम हॉरिजॉन्टल पोजीशन में जब अज्यूम करते हैं, एंड ले तब यूज करते हैं जब हम किसी चीज को लगाने की बात कर रहे हैं, किसी चीज को हम सेट करने की बात कर रहे हैं, राइट? नाउ लुक एट द एग्जांपल्स हियर। The student raised his hand in class, or the student rose his hand in the class. Raised his hand in the class. Hot air okay. Hot air raises or rises. Raise मतलब बड़ा करना, ऊंचा करना. Rise मतलब कोई चीज अपने आप उठनी, right? The sun rises in the east. तो अपने आप rise, that is rise. So hot air raises, किसी को बड़ा करना. The boy was raised by his grandparents. तो उसके grandparents ने उसको बड़ा किया, raise. But the sun rises in the east. So अपने आप rise करना, जो अपने आप चीज उठती है, that there we use rise. So hot air rises and sat in a chair because she was tired. So and sat in a chair because she was tired. I sat your dictionary on the table. So I set, मैंने रखी उसको एक पोजीशन में. I set your dictionary on the table a few minutes ago. Hen lay eggs या lie eggs. Hen lay eggs. Al is laying on the grass in the park, or Al is lying on the grass. So lying, data हुआ assumed to be in a horizontal position. तब हम lie use करते हैं. Jan laid the comb on the top of the dresser, या laid the comb on the top of the dresser. So Jan laid, again it's something in a horizontal position. If you are tired, you should lie down and take a nap. San Francisco lays to the north of Los Angeles. No, lies to the north of Los Angeles. After studying all the new material, the student was able to rise his test score or raise his test score by 25 points. Yes, raise his test score by 25 points. The book that you see laying on the table? No, lying on the table belongs to the teacher. Lying, lie हमेशा एक कोई चीज या कोई भी चीज लेटी हुई या हॉरिजॉन्टल पोजीशन में होती है, then we use lie. Floyd lay in the hammock while Sandy washed her new car. When she gets a headache, Deirdre lies down in the dark room or lays down in the dark room. So, lies down in the dark room. Ryan sat his Swiss Army knife on the bedside table next to his wallet and keys. या set his. So उसने रखी. So set. Okay. We can use both here now, but then we will not use sat here. Sat is bed now. So Ryan set his. That means he arranged his Swiss Army knife on the bedside table next to his wallet and keys. Bill laid his hammer on the bench, or laid his hammer on the bench and began looking for longer names. So he laid his hammer. Norman and Lynn spread an old tablecloth on the ground and sat in the grass to eat their picnic supper, or sat? It has to be sat in the grass to eat their picnic supper. If you feel your hair standing on end during thunderstorm, lie down quickly to avoid being hit by lightning, or lay down quickly to avoid being hit by lightning. So I am okay. My pen is here. Lie down quickly. Joanne and Kate sat so close to the front of theater, or sat so close to the front of the theater, that they had to lean back to see the movie. So Joanne and Kate sat so close to the front of the theater, or sat. So they sat. The new trophy sat on the bookcase, or the new trophy sat on the bookcase. Sat. So it's sitting there, means it's lying there. The trophy cannot sit, but it is kept there. This is what it means. The new trophy sat on the bookcase. Jean had laid or lain in the sun so long that her skin was bright pink. So Jean had lain in the sun. I don't know, my pen is, yes. Jean had lain in the sun so long that her skin was bright pink. Jack always sits down, one cup of coffee, forgets about it and pours another. Or Jack always sets down, one cup of coffee, forgets about it and pours another. So it will be sets down. Mayor Johansson helped lie the cornerstone for the new municipal building, or lay the cornerstone for the new municipal building. Yes, it has to be lay. So I cannot see anybody replying, and they are such interesting and such fun-filled exercises. That grandfather's clock has set in the same spot for 40 years, or sat in the same spot. Sat in the same spot for 40 years. Waहीं की वहीं है वो. The volcano had lain dormant for 50 years when it suddenly erupted. Dormant का मतलब होता है something which is not active. So inactive. So another word, stagnant, right? So volcano had lain dormant for 50 years, or laid dormant. So had lain dormant for 50 years. They have already risen their family and now free to travel, or they have already raised their family and are now free to travel. Yes, it is raised. Never leave your purse lying where someone might be able to steal it, or never leave your purse laying where someone might be able to steal it. Of course, it is laying where someone might be able to steal it. All right, so we've come to the end of this session. I hope you enjoyed this session on cause connectors and problem verbs. So problem everywhere, but it is you who has to solve it. All right, so see you guys in my next session. And if you have liked my session, please Click on like, please share it and subscribe it on the given referral code, my code SUMATI. Please like, share and subscribe on my code SUMATI Sumati. Till then, take care and happy learning. Bye.